Hey, what's up, Roxstars? It's Rox, and I'm coming to you today with a review for Power Season 6, Episode 8, and what a doozy it was, right? Damn. Anyway, you guys, let's get to it, shall we? All right, you guys, so the show opens with Overly Dedicated coming out of his apartment building, and Dre is out there, frantic. You need to take this shit off of my ankle. And, Overly Dedicated is still like, did you get the information I needed? No, then you will continue to wear it, okay? He tells Dre he's been such a pain in the ass, he should have just let the Jimenez people kill him. Dre is just like, fuck you. He's so Overly Dedicated, like the rest of us. But we kind of over Dre too, so Overly Dedicated, now that he's not working, he's just like, yeah, maybe later. I said, Poe, Overly Dedicated. He look all, disheveled, not in his suit and everything. I mean, I guess he ain't working right. So, Overly Dedicated goes to talk to Tamika. Okay, Tamika look good, right? I was like, see what happened when you leave the damn government? These government jobs ain't paying shit. Yeah, she had her hair all done up and her white suit on. I said, okay, Tamika, we ain't never had that look. I almost didn't even know who she was at first. Anyway, he's telling her about the mess that he's made over there, telling Rosenblatt about, all the shit that's gone on over there. And she was just like, what do you want me to do? He said, well, what do we do? She says, well, I mean, if you can prove that Tommy killed Proctor, then, maybe I can, get some time taken off that federal jail time. You definitely going to jail, okay? But if you can't even prove it, you're going to be in jail for a long ass time. That's about the best that she can do. So now, Overly Dedicated, he's increasingly getting, he's getting a little bit desperate. Where is he when he sees Tariq? Is Tariq at school or was he at a museum? I couldn't figure out why Overly Dedicated. I missed a little part that would show why Overly Dedicated and Tariq would be in the same places. I mean, obviously he's trying to bump into him. I just didn't know where he was. But anyway, Overly Dedicated tries to put the pressure on Tariq. I say, you messing with a new G right here. Okay, you ain't gonna get too far, especially with his mama teaching him. So, he tries to put the pressure on Tariq, and Tariq was like, I know you're not supposed to be talking to me without my parents, maybe I need to call them. Nope, that's all right. So it's bumpkiss on the Tariq end too. Overly Dedicated to just crapping out. Now Tariq is in class, and he's got this history teacher who got his good eye. Y'all didn't see it, huh? My hair in the way. Got his good eye on Tariq. And after class, he tells Tariq to just stay after for a second. He's talking to him, and he tells him that he heard about, Tariq slanging drugs over at the other school. Okay, is that true? Tariq acts like he don't know what he's talking about. Okay, he was like, what, let me look in your bag. Tariq is looking at him like, are you crazy? Okay, my mama is helping me, and she already taught me the game, and one of those points that she gave me was never keep the shit with you if you ain't selling it at the time. Okay, so, you know what, the teacher don't find nothing in there, but the teacher is just like, you can make a whole bunch of money here. And again, Tariq don't know what he's talking about. But he goes home and he tells Tasha, remember she said, tell me everything, right? Well, he tells Tasha about this teacher. And, just from the sketchy look in the teacher's eye, Tariq have a feeling that he can make the teacher work for them. Tasha ain't too sure about that. We got to be careful. You just got up in there. He was like, yeah, I really think that, I could tell that something was going down there. And Tasha was like, well, find out what you can about him. But next lesson, she's talking to him about his distribution, his inventory, his staff, his payroll, how he got to make sure that all these things is equaling out, and how to cut this brick. He's like, does Ghost know that you know how to cut a brick? She was like, who do you think taught me? Okay, baby, get on board is what Tasha's trying to tell that ass. So she got all of this money out on the table, and she's, class is in session, except her mama walk in the door. And when the mama see that money, and Tyreek sitting there, oh, the mama got a problem now. Mama, what you doing here putting the money back? She was like, no, what you doing here? When Tariq leaves, she was like, I know you not dealing. You got Tariq involved in that shit too. And Tasha was like, Mama, first of all, I am just trying to save my son. Okay. She said, no, you gonna lose him just the same way that you lost Raina. She was like, okay, that's what you think. But you know what? This money that I'm getting right now is what is affording me and you our lifestyles right now. Okay. I got to get to this bag. So you know what, Mama? I can't be worried about you right now. Mama's mad though. She said only Jesus can help them right now. Now, when Tariq leaves there, he goes over to James's office. And, James is all excited. You know, he's talking about the Queen's Child Project and how he's getting his gym built and he gonna name it after Tariq. Tariq don't give a damn about that. Ghost telling them, you need to leave that street shit alone, son. Like, this is where it's at right here, you know, legitimates. Tariq was like, whatever, but what about Overly Dedicated coming and trying to talk to me and press me for questions, okay, trying to get answers out of me, but I didn't tell him anything, just like you taught me, Ghost. That damn James looked at him. I said, I'd have bust that nigga square in his jaw. He is so fucking disrespectful. He just gonna keep on saying it, okay? But, you know, Ghost didn't have time to address that because here come Ramona, you know, and of course Ramona, she always got googly eyes for her James St. Patrick, okay? And so, you know, Ghost is introducing her to Tariq, and you know, she's all, oh, you know, your daddy might have, you know, aspirations, you know, he could possibly be in politics himself. And Tariq was like, what, Dad? Like, don't you have to have a background check for that? Ghost was like, okay, son, is what you need, some money? You need to go on and go, like, hit the fucking road. That Tariq is so fucking shady. It's actually kind of funny to see. Now let's jump over to Tommy and Keisha. So Tommy, you know, he's got this place for Keisha, and you know, he's hoping that she's happy in her new digs. They in the suburbs now. You would think that she would be happy, but she don't seem to be happy there either. She ain't fitting in. The little boy ain't fitting in at school. You know, it's just something that they got to get adjusted to. I said, bitch, what the fuck do you want? Now, you just talked about the white picket fence. Now, he done got you the shit, and now you still is... Don't it figure? I don't think Keisha really knows what she wants. She wants the dope girl lifestyle, but she wants to be the PTA mom, but then not in that neighborhood. She wants to still be in the hood. But girl, what are you trying to do? All of these things ain't gonna work for you, Keisha. Tommy, he's so determined to make his new family work, you know, and he sits down with Cash, and he just tells Cash, you know, if you having any issues or anything that's going on, you know, you just need to come to me. Tell me. Okay, because Tommy, your new daddy, and your new daddy gonna take care of it for you. Cash says okay, and Keisha's appreciative of Tommy for that. So I guess Cash must have went on with his day for school, and then I think, you know, on her way back home from dropping him off, who should pull up in the driveway behind her but Overly Dedicated? This motherfucker is in everybody's ass. He's like a fucking gnat. I'm telling you, he is so annoying. So as soon as she see him, she's just like, ugh, like, what do you want? Why are you on my property? How do you even know where I live? Okay, Overly Dedicated trying to put the pressure on her. All right, you can't knock the man for trying. He gonna hit up everybody that he can to make this shit happen. She says, do you have a fucking warrant? If you don't, then get the hell up off of my property. Okay, so at least she's learned that much not to say shit. So Overly Dedicated don't get nothing there. So she go on in the house, and I guess she trying to get her day situated, and then there's a knock at the door. Who the fuck is it now? It is Tommy's mama. And she just barges on in, and Keisha is real rude to her. Let me tell you something. Tommy mama is a whole lot, but that still is mama. And even though they got us, you know, their relationship is strange, Tommy loves his mom to death. And in the end, it's always going to be his mama. Okay. So I was just like, you can't talk to the mama like that. You know, get the fuck out of my house. I was just like, what? The mama was like, girl, let me just tell you about your man that you just so in love with. Okay. Remember I was telling you about Holly? Yeah, he killed Holly with his bare hands because, you know what, she wasn't down. And it did rattle Keisha a little bit, but she was just like, well, good, because she obviously didn't deserve him. I said, oh, okay. Girl, that's the angle we take. Bitch, you better put that gun under your damn pillow. So yeah, she puts Tommy's mom out, and I was just like, oh, okay, this is what we doing to mamas now, huh? Oh, okay. Now, Overly Dedicated, since he ain't got shit with Dre, he ain't got shit with Tariq, he ain't got shit with Keisha. Now he take it on over to Extremely Annoying's house. Okay, it's funny how people look different when you see them in a different setting. I was like, oh, she actually looks more like a civil human being, you know, when she's at home preparing for dinner with her wife. Okay, Overly Dedicated didn't know that she was a lesbian. Why does it even matter to you? Get the fuck up off my damn porch. You know, Extremely Annoying don't really like him like that. But you know what? She gonna humor him. You got 4 minutes. What is it that you want to talk about? Well, he tells her that Keisha's on a house on the deed with Tommy out in Long Island, and he has a feeling that she gonna know about this killing with Proctor. And Extremely Annoying was like, Keisha, okay, she's a witness on the Ray case that I'm on. come on in, shit. Because you know that's the original reason why she's doing all of this anyway. So Overly Dedicated goes in the house and she tells him she was doing a little research on the whole Kanan shootout and all, and she saw that Eric Stark, which was Kanan's son, went to go pick up his ashes, but Eric Stark is dead. So she was like, who the fuck was picking up his ashes? So she went and did a little research, looked at the camera, and it was clearly Tariq. Okay, so why would Tariq be picking up these ashes? You know what, if I could find Dre, you know, I could probably find out about that. But you know, Dre is off the radar now that you done scared his ass away. Okay, Overly Dedicated was like, he got an ankle monitor on. I know. But you know what? If you find him, you're going to be able to get them answers. So she goes to talk to Dre. Okay, Dre at the damn cafe with his daughter, you know, all out in the public like ain't nobody trying to kill his ass. I said, what the fuck is wrong with you, Dre? You gonna fuck around and get your daughter hurt. When Extremely Annoying walks in, you know, Dre sees her and he's looking at her nose flared because he just real pissed now. You know, he ain't got shit to say to her either. Okay, take this fucking ankle monitor off. Okay, maybe we can work that out. But first I need some information from you. Do you know who Kanan is? Yeah, I know him. She says, well, I think that Kanan killed Detective Jones. You know, I got a witness that said that. And Dre said, well, I don't know who the fuck your witness is, but they wrong. Okay, they lying. I don't know who killed them for a fact, but I have an idea. I know who wanted them dead. And so she was just like, you know, kind of the saliva's coming because finally she might get her answer. And he says, but you know, you're going to have to take this damn monitor off. And she says, listen, I'm going to give a little if you give me a little. This is going to have to be reciprocal here. And he says, well, you know what, Tariq, he came to me and asked me for Ray Ray's address, you know, because Ray Ray had killed his sister. I said, oh shit. It's coming back on Tariq, you guys. I'm telling you, somehow, some way, Ghost is going to take the rap for Tariq. I'm telling you, Ghost going to end up in jail, Tommy going to end up dead, and Tariq is going to end up to move on with Tasha and make all his money. But anyway, I'm jumping ahead of myself. Let me continue on. Now, let's jump over to Governor Tate. So, Governor Tate has this debate, I guess, that he's about to do. And, you know, we've got all the supporters for himself and also the other candidate there. He's getting made up. He's all of the arrogances that gets on our nerves when it comes to him. You know, Ramona's trying to tell him what he needs to do, don't do out there on the stage, yada, yada, yada. Oh, yeah, I got it. Okay, you just need to be mad that you didn't take me up on my offer when I handed it to you. Okay, so Governor Tate, you know, he feel like he know everything. But he's a little shaken when he sees his candidate over there, you know, and how people really seem to like her. So he's a little stressed, okay, but he can't let people see that. Now, while he's getting prepared, in walks James and Derek. Ramona's happy to see James, but not necessarily Tate. All right, when you can already tell that he being snappy with Ghost, we see Derek kind of duck away in the background. That damn Derek go up to the sound man and slip him a few dollars and have him cut on the damn mic that Tate had on. So Ghost is talking to Tate about the Queen's Child Project as usual. And you know, Tate don't have time nor inclination to be talking to Ghost about this bullshit right now. Okay? He was like, let me tell you something. They don't give a fuck about them niggas in the hood. Now remember, his mic is on. He was like, them white crackers up in Saratoga do not give a fuck about your homeboys in the hood. Okay, and look at the damn candidate. You know, she is fucking clueless. She don't know shit about what she doing. Okay, she even needs her assistant to help her with their iPhone. Okay, all this is going, it is being broadcast to everybody that is there. You know, so Ramona's out there and she hears it and she comes running back there, and Tate can hear people in the audience all going, oh no. And he's like, fuck, is the mic on? She comes back there. She was like, who the fuck turned your mic on? That shit was so funny. He go out there to look and everybody is looking around like, no, he did not just say that. You know, Ghost goes and peeks out at Derek, who's up there at the sound booth or sound, you know, with the sound man, and kind of just gives him a little nod with a smirk on his face. So now we see Ramona chewing out Tate and says that the DNC want him to drop out the race. He was like, are you fucking kidding me? I am not dropping out of the race because of James. Because she's all, you know what, if James leaves your side on this, then you really gonna be shit out of luck. So he was like, fuck James. James ain't responsible for my successes. This shit is all James' fault anyway. She says, no, it is not James' fault. It is your fault that you are in this predicament right now. Oh, so she's all goo gaga over James, and you know what, Tate can't stand it. Do you even know who he is? And she was like, I know that the public loves him, and so do I. So, yeah, what we gonna do about this? You need to probably think about making him your lieutenant governor. Tate might think about that now that his shit is on the line, even though he had told us earlier in the show, and I forgot to tell you that when it was suggested to him before, he was saying 2 black men on a ticket is not gonna convince them white folks out there to vote for him, so that's a bad idea. But now that he's in a jam, you know, maybe this shit with James can work out. You know, get him down here, get the press down here. You know, Tate still thinks that he's gonna save himself from this. So Ramona goes back and tells James that, you know what, Tate is looking into having him as his lieutenant governor. I said, now, is this always been Ghost's plan? Do you really think, as this big time drug dealer, kingpin out in New York, okay, that has all this fucking buzz around him, that you really think you're gonna be a lieutenant governor? What dream world is Ghost living in? I mean, he's right on the edge of being caught, and he's been that way the whole time, and he still has aspirations? Are you kidding me? Now we see Tariq, he's in school, and once he sees his history teacher leave out the room, you know, he breaks in the room and he breaks into his desk and he's looking through his shit, just trying to rifle through it and see what he can find on old boy, okay? And he starts pulling out bills and shit, and they say past due and they red and all of that, you know, so he's looking like, oh boy, got like some money problems, okay? So I assume he do a little bit more research, and then he take it on back home. And he tells Tasha, yeah, it seems that his history teacher his family was involved in some Ponzi scheme shit, and they trying to pay this money back to take, you know, up for the other money that they lost and all of this. The mama's in jail. He's got all these bills that's past due. Yeah, it's fucked up. I really do think that we could get him to work for us because, you know, he has way more to lose. Tasha was just like, first of all, how did you get all this information? He was like, well, Kanan taught me. She was like, you know what, Tariq, okay? But you can't deny it. He got a lesson or 2 or 10 from Kanan while y'all was so busy going through y'all problems with Angela. So Tasha's still not really sure. She says, okay, if we do this, then we need to isolate ourselves. So Project Isolation is in session. Tariq take it on back to school, and they go in and put some drugs in old boy's trunk. So when he opens his trunk and he sees the drugs, and he sees like this anonymous like burner phone in there, and they text him and say, you know what, move all this, sell all of this, and you know there's more where that came from, you know, yada yada yada. And so he kind of looking around like, what's this? He just so happened to see Tariq walking down the street, and he says, hey Tariq, did you leave that for me? And Tariq was like, what do you mean? Okay, oh nothing, that's all right. Okay, so he ain't quite sure if it is Tariq. He kind of have an idea, but you know, he don't know. All he knows, he got a whole bunch of potential money in his back seat or his trunk that he needs. So I guess that done made the history teacher's day. Jumping over to Keisha, she going to pick up Cash from school, and you know, they riding back home. You know, Cash don't seem to be happy about, you know, his situation. I guess it's an adjustment. Okay, while they're driving though, they get pulled over by the police. Fuck. You know, sit up, Cash, you know, don't look down, take your hands out your pocket. Isn't it sad that we got to do all of that just when we just get pulled over for, I mean, even though it was more, if it was a ticket, we got to do all of that. Do other people do all of that? I bet you just black people have to do it anyway. Getting off subject here. So it's extremely annoying. You know, Keisha like, oh God, what do you want? Okay, get out the car. All right. She was like, what, the damn car is, it ain't illegal. Get out of the car. Social services is going to take your son with you. I mean, with them. Okay, he going to be all right. We just going to put him in the car. All right, so they put him in the car, and extremely annoying is pressing her that she needs to turn on Tommy because, look, Tommy is going to go down. And you going to go down with him if you keep on trying to protect him. Do you know that he put your name on the deed of that house? How you going to, you know, take care of all of the shit that he done got himself into? If he go to jail, it's all going to fall on you. He going to leave you with the bag, girl. He going to leave you. You going to have all kind of problems after that. What you going to do about it? Extremely annoying is putting all this on Keisha. And Keisha's just sort of like, she ain't saying nothing. They say, okay, well, fine. You know, we going to just hold on to Cash. He gonna be okay. Like I said, you know, put him in the system, make sure, you know, he got a place to go just in case he can't come back to you. You know, of course, Keisha, wait a minute, I just want my son. Okay, it's so terrible when people threaten you with your children. Of course, you gonna do whatever you gotta do to get them back. Okay, so okay, go on and get the baby back. but you're gonna have to sign this paper right now to say that you're gonna be, you know, a witness. So she signs it right there. I said, girl, you are signing your death certificate. I don't know what you was gonna have to do, but I would have tried to work that shit out some kind of which way. I was like, you gonna die. I just knew it once she signed that paperwork, you know, but extremely annoying. It's like, okay, pleasure doing business with you. Okay, come on, let her son out. Cash come running up. Are you okay, girl? Don't you know he okay? He was just you saw him the whole time. But anyway, now her nerves real bad. Okay, she tells Cash that he cannot tell anybody what happened. Nobody. Do you understand me? And Cash says, yes, he does understand. But obviously he ain't understood, okay? Because when new daddy Tommy takes him to go play basketball at the rec center, you know, Cash is real bothered. And Tommy's like, what's wrong? I mean, you ain't even said 2 words the whole time. You know, Cash is just like, you know, I just feel like I gotta tell you this. Mom was pulled over by the police earlier today, but you know, I didn't say nothing. You know, they had me in the car, but then they let me go, and Mom was real upset. You know, was that the right thing to do? And Tommy was like, yeah, that was the right thing to do. I said, oh. Boy, don't you get your mama killed now. But you know what? Going over there to play, you know, new daddy Tommy got some business to take care of. So then Tommy taking her home on some old Orange Juice Jones shit. Hey, baby, how you doing? Okay, what you do today? And she was just like, oh, nothing. You know, they putting up groceries and everything. And he says, ain't nothing happened. She was like, no. He says, so you wasn't going to tell me that you got pulled over by the police? Okay. And she was just like, well, that was nothing. He was like, what the fuck you mean it was nothing? They don't just take kids and then give them back for nothing. You had to have given them something for them to give them back. So what did you tell him, Keisha? And she was like, I didn't say nothing. I didn't tell him shit. I didn't give him shit. He's all, you know what, Keisha, tell me. You better not lie to me. And so she's scared. Okay. Why didn't you tell me about what happened today? She says, because, you know, she knows that he killed Holly and she didn't want him to have another reason to kill her. Okay, not to trust her. That's what she said. And he was like, you know about Holly? And she was like, yes. And he said, well, when did you find that out about? Oh, just yesterday. Your mama came by here and told me. Oh, that is the most ultimate of loyalty to Tommy. You know I killed a bitch that was in your same shoes and you still stayed here. Oh, that just means the world to Tommy. So he turns around to her and he gives her a hug. He's like, you still here? And she says, I'm here. I always am here. I will always be here. She said, but Tommy, why is my name on the deed? Are you going to leave me with everything, you know, and bury me? And he was like, your name is on the deed because I paid for this house. It's yours. Like I told you, I was going to take care of you in cash. You know, this is what it is. Okay. So she's happy with that explanation and they hug, and child, she got them big old tears. I was like, okay, Lala, you was doing the thing today, ain't you? I was nervous for old Lala too, y'all. Oh, Keisha. I got to remember her name is Keisha. Once Tommy leaves there, he's pissed. So he calls Ghost. And he was like, you know, that overly dedicated, we need to do something about his ass. Do you know he came and tried to press Keisha? Okay, showing up in my fucking house and everything. I want, you know, do you know his address? Ghost was like, no, you need to lay low on that. We ain't killing cops. Okay. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys that Andre also called Ghost earlier in the show and told him that, you know, they needed to take care of overly dedicated because he just a problem and he wants to be able to work with Jason, and he's not going to be able to do that with that ankle bracelet. And so Ghost had then told Andre, no, we ain't killing cops, and you know what, I'm not working with you. You're already a problem, you know, and don't call me no fucking more. I ain't playing with you, boy. So this conversation with Tommy is very similar to him, to the one he had with Andre, except that he's not as disrespectful. He was just like, you know, we ain't killing no cops, but you need to just lay low, keep your head down, Tommy. But you guys know Tommy is a hothead. But oh, how things change, right? Because after he gets off the phone with Tommy, then here comes extremely annoying. Okay, with that fucking smirk on her face. Oh, she got some shit on your ass today. She got a suspect on the Proctor case. Don't you want to know about it? Ghost didn't really care. Okay, but humor me. She says that Tariq was there. All right, now that Tariq's name is in the mix, you know, Ghost is paying attention. Ghost was like, you know what, you are harassing my family. Okay, Overly Dedicated was at my son's school and trying to question him, and she was just like, oh, well, Overly Dedicated is suspended, so, you know, you can go on and try to put a report in on him, but it don't even matter because his ass ain't doing anything in the capacity of the feds anyway. Okay, so, you know, Ghost was like, if you're done with me, then I don't want to talk to you anymore. He walks away, but before he walked away, he was drinking a little, you know, little snifter of brandy. It's a little thing of brandy, so he sets that cup down. And he sets it down right in front of Extremely Annoying. I was just like, come on, Ghost, now. What? Don't you remember these things? So she picks up the cup and she takes it. And, you know, she's going to get it checked, I guess, with his DNA. While she's putting that evidence in her car, Keisha calls her and was like, you know what? I lied and said that I wasn't going to, that I was going to cooperate, but I'm not. Okay, I just wanted to get my son back. All right, and Extremely Annoying was like, no, you're not, because the feds are already on their way over there to pick you up, okay, so that you can go in and give this confession like you signed to. So then Keisha was like, okay, well, let me go get my son from school and then we'll come there to you. So Extremely Annoying, I'm presuming she goes and gets a DNA checked, and then she goes to Big Boss Rosenblatt and she says, oh, I got the smoking gun today. Okay, I was able to get some DNA evidence from Ghost, or from James St. Patrick, and it turns out that it matches 50% of the blood, or it's a 50% match of the blood that was taken or that was found at Ray Ray's residence. And since it's 50%, then we believe that he is half of the person that has that DNA, which would be Tariq, okay? And that Tasha would have the other 50%. So, yeah, we might got him now. We got Keisha coming in, and she might be able to confirm it all. And she also got a lead that Dre was being pressured by Overly Dedicated. All of these things are falling into place. It's actually quite fascinating to see how a case can come together like this, okay? Just persistence. And if anything, Extremely Annoying has been persistent. So Dre is there. And listen, we're going to take this ankle monitor off. You're going to sign this paperwork. You know, you can open a case against Overly Dedicated. And he does that. She takes off his ankle bracelet. You know what? You are free to go. A free man. Now we got all this information on Overly Dedicated. Ghost is now ready to take care of him. So him and Tommy then decided to get together. We're going to get to that address and we're going to kill Overly Dedicated. Okay, they break into his apartment while the nigga's in there masturbating because, like, what else do you do when you ain't got no fucking job? Okay, so they bust in and they on some, we fixing to kill that ass tip. And, you know, Overly Dedicated, of course, he nervous. Wait a minute, you know, you gonna kill me? What about Tommy killing Angela? You know, we done got past that, okay? We worry about you right now that's about to get killed. They put him in this chair. You know, Overly Dedicated is still trying to plead his case. Wait a minute, hold on. They tie his arms up. They put the bag over his head. They gonna suffocate his ass, all right? Except that Overly Dedicated is talking about Tariq. Oh, wait a minute. What did you say? So right when he about to be suffocated, you know, James opens the little airway that tears a hole by his mouth. And he says, now, what's this about Tariq? He says, yeah, they about to close in on old Tariq. He went and got the ashes as Eric Stark. You know, and Ghost is sitting there like, Eric Stark? Like, what? He's completely clueless to what's going on. I said, yes. What I'm trying to tell you is why y'all was running behind that fucking Angela all the time. Your son was out there running rampant. So Overly Dedicated is saying more and more shit about Tariq, and now Ghost makes the stupid decision not to kill him. You know what? No, Tommy, we can't kill him. You know, we got an inside person now. Now that Tommy didn't kill Proctor, they don't have nobody. But I don't know how you think you can trust Overly Dedicated. I was like, Ghost, no, the motherfucker needs to die. And Tommy was like, no, we need to kill him. No, don't kill him. You know what? You owe me. I said, did you just say that you owe me for killing Angela? But how about he killed his damn daddy? I know the daddy was fucked up and all, but still, you know, we ain't getting into the semantics of all of that. Just like, really? You owe me? So Tommy, don't kill him. I was like, this is a fucking mistake. I don't know how. I do believe that Overly Dedicated is gonna die eventually, but I don't know how this is a mistake, but they should have killed his ass. That's all I do know. So Ghost gets back in the car and he calls Tasha. Tasha, do you know anything about Tariq picking up Kanan's ashes? She was like, what? No, what are you talking about? He was like, something is going on. What, I look like they about to pick up that Ray shit again. Okay, you need to go talk to Keisha. The feds pulled up on Keisha the other day, and they trying to pressure her, you know, and she won't listen to me. She's scared of me. So you need to go over there and take care of it, Tasha. Tasha's just like, wait a minute, I gotta go, okay, because there's too much shit going on. And then who was at her door but extremely annoyed? I said that between extremely annoyed and overly dedicated, baby, they gonna get this shit done. Extremely annoying tells her that they got a witness about Ray's murder, and that there's a DNA match that matches with Tariq. Oh shit. I know that Tasha had the bubble guts when she said that. Okay, she was able to keep it together, but I was like, girl, I know you wanted to pee right there. And she lets her know they got a witness that's saying that Tariq was not at the penthouse like they said that he was. Now, I'm sure that Tasha is thinking that it was Keisha, because Keisha was the one that gave the that gave the alibi for Tariq, remember? And now James just told her that they pressing Keisha. So I'm sure that Tasha was thinking that that is the witness and that she's turned. Okay, so keep that in mind. Now that Ghostin put Tasha on that job, he go down to Tate's office. Honey, Tate is pissed off. He says, you know what? The fucking Queen's Child's project is done as of 10 minutes ago. You fuck me, I'ma fuck you right back. Okay? They done pulled all the permits. The shit is not happening. All right, so you can run around here all cute with your girlfriend Ramona and talking about Lieutenant Governor and everything, but fuck it, probably none of us is gonna win at this point. Back to Keisha. So we see Keisha packing up her bags. I'm not quite sure what Keisha's plan is. I know what she said, but I'm not sure what the plan is. So she's got all these bags down at the foot of the stairs, and there's a knock at the door. It's Tasha. Okay. Oh, fuck, what do you want? You know, Tasha was like, well, what y'all packed up for, Keisha? Where the fuck you going? Did you go and tell the feds anything about us, about Tariq? And she was like, Tasha, you know I'm not no snitch. I've never been a snitch. I'm never gonna be a snitch. No, I'm leaving, okay, because I figured that's the best way to solve all of this. You know, I'll just disappear. Me and Cash will disappear, and you guys will never see us again. Tasha looking at her, and she ain't real sure. She says, you know what? We ain't doing nothing. I'm not letting you go or nothing. Let's just wait for Tommy to get here. Now we see Tommy love his girl so much that him and Cash is at the mall, and they are engagement ring shopping. I mean, shit moves real fast with Tommy, but I guess that's just the lifestyle, right? So he's picking out the ring, you know, he's asking Cash if he's gonna, you know, if he's okay with asking for his mom's wife, you know, I mean, mom's hand in marriage. And you know, Cash is good with it. You know, he's finally happy. Things as good as happening for him and his mom. You know, so they picking out the ring and everything. I said, y'all better hurry the fuck home, okay? Because Tasha and Keisha having a face off, and Keisha dumbass kind of looks over at her bag, and Tasha was like, what the fuck is in the bag? What you trying to do, Keisha? I said, Keisha, what is wrong with you? You should have just been like, fine, we can sit here, and then just gradually walked over there and pulled the gun out, but you gonna give it away. That's how you know that Keisha is not about this life. She don't know nothing. So they both run for the bag, and she pulls out the gun. And of course, there's a struggle. It was a good fight. Okay, it was definitely a good fight. When it came to it, they was right up on each other, you know, and they was struggling with the gun. You couldn't see the gun, but you hear it go pow. Okay, and then you see old Keisha kind of going down. I said, oh shit, Keisha. You know, so she looked like she shot really under her left breast. So I was like, she shot somewhere around the heart area. And she probably was gonna die, but at this moment she was not dead. Okay, she's on the ground, she's writhing. No, Tasha, no, you know, please don't kill me, you know. And Tasha's looking at her, and then she says, what about Cash? Okay, so that stops Tasha. But then she thinks, well, is it gonna be Cash or is it gonna be Tariq? Okay, and of course I just told you guys that they think that she's the witness. So Tasha blows her fucking head off. I said, oh, I could not believe, I mean, listen. We all been saying we want Keisha dead all season, you guys. I didn't feel as good as I thought I would feel after it happened. I was like, damn, Tasha, you killed your girl. I mean, she didn't have a choice. Because even if she had let Keisha go and Keisha did get Cash and they ran off, she don't have the wherewithal to stay hidden. She was gonna get caught. She eventually was gonna turn. Everybody was gonna go down. So you know what? Is it just one person or is it a whole bunch of people? Well, it's just one person, and unfortunately, it is Keisha. Okay, so I did feel bad for Keisha, because even though Keisha is dumb and, you know, wishy-washy, you know, she still hadn't said anything yet. But anyway, so Tasha's just like, damn, I didn't want to do that. But, you know, she goes and takes the paperwork. Again, I wasn't sure if that was the right move, but she goes and takes the paperwork that Keisha had signed, and she leaves out. Now, back to Tommy. Him and Cash, they coming on home. They got it all planned out. You know, who gonna do what. He got the ring. He got a big old bouquet of roses. Cash gonna give his mom the roses, and Tommy gonna ask her, you know, to marry him. And so they get there, and Tommy gets out the car, and he's walking ahead of Cash, and he can just kind of feel that something is off. So he walks up closer to the house, and he sees in the window, he sees Keisha on the ground. So he tells Cash, you know what, go back to the car. I think I want to just propose by myself, and then we'll bring you in with the flowers. And, you know, Cash was like, oh, you know, disappointed. He was like, just go in the car and don't get out until I come get you. Okay, I was like, that's going to be a long ass time. What you going to do, Tommy? Okay, but he goes in there, and she is bleeding out, her head, her eyes still open. I was like, oh, Keisha. I said, Tommy, you're going to have to see her at the crossroads. I shouldn't laugh because it was really bad. I felt really bad for Keisha. I was just like, damn, I didn't want it to go down like this, you guys, especially Tasha. That's her girl. But I mean, you know, that's the game, right? And Tommy is heartbroken. He is about to be fucking crazy. But all Keisha's a goner, you guys. All right, Roxstars, so what y'all thought about that? Didn't you feel bad for Keisha? I mean, you know, it was time for the bitch to go down, but I didn't want her to go down like that, y'all. Anyway, let me get off of here. Make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is for itsrox. Everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. All right. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Till next time, Roxstars. Bye.